is up? It is the anonymous Sneakerhead, the most mysterious sneaker YouTuber in the game, back with another video for you guys today, man. And in today's video, I have a review for you guys that I've been super excited about really for a couple months. You would know that if you've been around the channel or the Instagram. But before we get into this review, make sure that you go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Join the anonymous Sneakerhead family, join the channel. Let's go ahead and knock this 3K out before the end of the year. Last year, we were just trying to get 1K. We crushed it. Now we're on our way to 3K. Let's go ahead and do that. And if you want to support and you already are subscribed, all I ask is that you take the second to go ahead, smash that like button. It really helps with the algorithms, helps grows the video, or helps people come to the video, which can help grow the channel. You know what I mean? And then last but not least, take the time to go ahead and follow that Instagram at anonymous Sneakerhead. You get a lot of information up there first, poll stories, questions, kicks of the day, all of that type of stuff. And then just one more thing before I do get into the video. I do have 2 pairs of these shoes that I'm going to review right now. So if you do want a pair, hit me up on my Instagram. I'm not going to post this on my Instagram. I want this to be available to people who watch my videos. So hit me up on the Instagram if you want a pair. I'm going to sell them for what I paid plus shipping. So they retail for $190. Here the tax bought it out to $202. Like $201.90 something, but $202. So $202 plus shipping, and they're yours. Like I said, I got 2 pair of these. But let's go ahead and get into this video, guys. So right here, you guys can see the box, and you already know what it means when you see one of these boxes, man. This is the box for an Air Jordan 12. And if you guys have been around the Anonymous Sneakerhead channel, you know that my 2 favorite Jordan silhouettes of all time, it's hard for me to pick one, but my 2 favorite Jordan silhouettes of all time are the 4 and the 12. So I'm super excited every time that I see one of these boxes, man. Now we're gonna read the tag, because I actually didn't even look to see what the official colorway on these is, but we have, let me hold it in the light so I can read it. We have the Air Jordan 12 Retro, white, metallic gold, and black, and these retail for $190, and it is a men's size 12. So this is my personal pair. And real quick, nothing crazy about inside the box, anything, just some cream paper. But we are going to go ahead and show you the sneaker, and here it is, the Air Jordan 12 Royalty. YouTube, you guys can see it, man. The Air Jordan 12 Royalty right here. This is a sneaker that I have been super excited about for a long time. Actually, so excited for them that the day that they released, Saturday is a very busy day for me at work because of what I do for a living. So I was able to actually hit a pair on the Sneakers app, which should be, the Sneakers app pair should be delivered like any moment now as I'm recording this video. But this pair right here is from DTLR. I hit up a good friend of mine who's helped me get sneakers in the past, and I was like, yo bro, are you going for these? He said nah. I was like, yo, could you try to get me a pair for retail? He was like, yeah, I got you. And he was able to hit on DTLR. So that's how I got new 2 pairs. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want a pair for retail, what I paid plus shipping, I paid $202 after tax, and then plus shipping for me to ship it to you. Or if you're local and I can give it to you, it'll just be $202. Hit me up on Instagram if you're interested in that. But let's go ahead and get into the review of this sneaker. Now, one thing I'm going to talk about before we get too detailed is if you go take the left shoe, man, you have a second pair of laces that come with this sneaker. You have a pair of white laces, and honestly, man, that's why I wanted this shoe, bro. Like, if it was just the black laces, it's okay. It's still an okay sneaker, but with the white laces, man, with the white laces in, these are really, like, special, gonna be special, and obviously resemble a shoe that everyone's been talking about. So, you know what I'm saying? Without further ado, I'm actually gonna go ahead and throw those laces in right now. All right, YouTube, here it is, man. Now, that is so much better, man, with the white laces in. Now, before I make the obvious comparison that every single person in sneakers in the entire sneaker world, sneaker YouTube, Instagram, all of that has been making, this actually reminds me of 2, like really 3 other sneakers that came out before, all Jordan 12s. And I'm gonna start with, I got one of them in front of me right here. This sneaker reminds me a little bit, and stick with me, of the Flu Game 12. I'm so mad I just called this the Flu Game 12. It's definitely not the Flu Game. It's definitely not the other name. This is the Raging Bull 12. But it reminds me of these because of the lace situation, right? These came with black laces and the shoe was okay. And then once I went ahead and put the red laces in here, gave it that all red upper look, a much cleaner look, I actually really, really like these now. Another sneaker that this reminds me of, and I don't know, not really reminds me of, but it reminds me of these. And then just the thing that this makes me think about, I don't know what it is about Jordan 12s, but this is a sneaker that, like, the laces can make or break the shoe for me. For me, a Jordan 12 has to have, the laces have to match whatever this section of the shoe is. Whatever color this is, it has to match. That's why I personally was never a big fan of the Obsidian 12s, but I am a huge fan of the Indigo 12s, which are actually like right here behind me. Where are they? Right here. That's where they are. Anyways, I'm a huge fan of those, of the Indigo 12s over the Obsidians, because the laces on the upper are the exact same as the color of the shoe. Well, not the exact same, it's more the color of the stitching, but it matches closer than being white like it is on the Obsidian. So that's why I love the Indigos. And then the last sneaker that this reminds me of, before the obvious one, I'm not going to talk about the obvious one yet, is actually the Air Jordan 12 Wings, which I wouldn't call it a grail sneaker of mine, but it's definitely a sneaker that I really do want. And the reason why I say that, like, to me, the Air Jordan 12 Wings at first glance looks like a Jordan 12 playoff. Right now, obviously, it has the gold detailing and the secret messaging behind it says Wings, where it usually says Jumpman, all of that stuff. But first glance, it looks like a playoff 12 with a little bit more gold. At first glance, these look like, and here comes the cliche, here comes the one that everybody's been talking about. At first glance, these look like the Air Jordan 12 taxis. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody's been calling them, especially with the white laces in now, right? It's basically almost a fake taxi. Like these, I call these the Ubers or the lifts. You know what I mean? Some type of ride share situation. Maybe like a horse cab, not the true taxi, but you know them horse taxis they got in like New York. I know they got them in San Antonio. Them type of things, right? But anyways, a lot of people obviously and rightfully so compare this sneaker to the Taxi 12, and I agree. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it really needs to be said. It's obvious. It does look like the Taxi 12, and I think that's like one of the best things about it, because me as a big Jordan 12 guy, I actually don't have a pair of Taxi 12s in my collection. So me having these, not only is it close enough, but for whenever the Taxi 12s do retro, which may be, I mean, honestly, we're getting the playoffs next year, so the Taxi 12s, I can see the Taxis coming out maybe 2023. I don't know if they'll do the playoffs and the Taxis in the same year. Maybe next year they'll go like playoffs and cherries, and then the year after that they might go Flu Games, Taxis, whatever. But that we may be getting them soon. That being said, when I do get my pair of Taxis, I'll be able to keep them on the shelf because I'll have these to wear. If it's not too long, these might be just completely beat by the time the actual Taxis do come out, because I do plan on wearing these a good amount. But I love this sneaker, man. Now, I love this sneaker aesthetically. I will say the quality on it is not really what I would want it to be. Like the leather, it's a pretty soft leather. There's softer leather on 12s. You know what I'm saying? I've seen, like, to me, not to bring it back up, but the Indigo 12 has some of the best leather I've seen on the 12. The leather on these are okay. And it's not bad, right? I'm not mad at it. The thing that gets me not upset, but just like, this is something that you guys can watch every single one of my videos, however many videos I've uploaded. This is something that I've never complained about before on this sneaker, but there are some pretty egregious glue stains on this sneaker, but it's not a big deal because I'm going to be wearing it. It's going to get a little bit of dirt on it, but just like I can see where the heel meets the midsole, there was some big spillover right here, big glue stain spot on the rubber, and then there's some glue up on the leather here as well. Then on the inside of the shoe right here, we do have a little bit of glue, but that's not a big deal for me, man. There's glue on the shoe, right? There's going to be a glue stain. Nobody's perfect. And these were mass produced, which is a great thing. Obviously, I was able to get 2 pairs. On just another reminder, I am going to be selling my second pair for retail, so what I paid plus shipping. So DM me on Instagram if you're interested in that. But yeah, guys, I really love these. Now, one thing that's a little weird about the sneaker, and I get it because it's called the Royalty, you know what I mean? But the quilted sock liner, I guess. I don't know how well you guys can see that. I'll hold it up near the camera, but we get that quilted sock liner. But it's just like the regular material that's on the inside of any other Jordan 12. It's not like normally when you get a quilted like interior like that, for whatever reason, the first sneaker that comes to mind in my head is that Jordan 4, that wheat that retail for like $500. But yeah, like I think of that like with like a leather, you know what I mean, a leather interior or some type of different sock liner material wise. But it's cool, you know what I'm saying? It's a nice little change up. This sneaker itself is a nice little change up. Nothing really crazy as far as the small details are concerned. From a regular Jordan 12, you get your Jumpman on the tongue, on the top of the tongue. You get your 2-3 down the tongue. You get that on both sneakers, 23 on the heel. Then on the back of the sneaker, you get your Jordan with the quality inspired by the greatest player ever, which I always thought was hilarious. Every single time that I make a video on Jordan 12, I bring this up, but I want someone to answer this for me. I want somebody to go find a pair of 1997 Jordan 12s and let me know if it says quality inspired by the greatest player ever on the back, because I think that would be, you know what I'm saying, kind of hilarious, kind of bold that, you know what I'm saying, Jordan would do something like that before his career is over. Imagine the outlash or the outrage that LeBron would get if on the LeBron 19, the back of it said, quality inspired by the greatest player ever on his sneaker, right? Imagine how mad people would be. So I always thought that was kind of interesting. So, but yeah, guys, this is a sneaker, yo. I really, you know what I'm saying, I'm really digging these, man. I'm really digging these. I'm gonna wear them a lot. I'm super happy they came out. I know a lot of people weren't very high on them. I was so high on them, I went ahead and made sure that I got my pair and ended up getting two. And I actually, for that on the sneakers app, and this is a video for another time, but I hit way more often on the sneakers app when it's not a draw than when it is a draw. That's a fact. That's another video for another time. Stay tuned. But yeah, man, that is pretty much it for this sneaker, you guys. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I love the sneaker. It's definitely gonna be in the top 10 sneaker pickers of the year, so keep your eyes out for that. Not sure when I'm gonna be able to release that, obviously with my work schedule and editing and all of that stuff. But that is it for this video, you guys. I am the Anonymous Sneakerhead. If you are new here, make sure that you go ahead, hit that subscribe button, join the Anonymous Sneakerhead family, join the channel. Right now, man, we are at 2,390 subscribers exactly at the time of me recording this. Thank you guys for supporting, man. Let's go ahead and hit that 3K ASAP, preferably before the end of this year. Also, take the half a second to go ahead and smash that like button. Really helps with the algorithms, helps bring more people to the videos, which can help grow the channel. And then last but not least, man, take the 2 seconds to go ahead and follow the Instagram at Anonymous Sneakerhead. You get a lot of information up there first. Polls, stories, questions, kicks of the day, all of that stuff, man. But that is it for this video, you guys. I am the most mysterious sneaker YouTuber in the game. And as always, it's all about the sneakers.